Live from California Area High School, it's time for Trojan TV News with Aiden Jones, Parker Griffin, Bree Baker, Maddie Morton, Allie Gross, Jaden Russell, Holden Kelly, John Reeves, Easton Daniels, featuring Connor Brown, starring Jill Salzman and Ella Neal. Time for Trojan TV News.
Good morning, California.
And welcome to Trojan TV News. I'm Tyler Sutherland.
And I'm Parker Griffin.
Today is Wednesday, August 21st. Today is the first day of school. Today is also an A day. A is for Aardvark. How did I mess that up? There are 179 days of school left.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Please be seated. Now for Trojan TV weather. Today, we have a high of 72 and a low of 47, and it is also sunny.
You can email helpdesk@calsd.org at any time for technical assistance. Take care of your Chromebooks, and remember, if you break it, you buy it. And please, show up to class with a charge and ready to go. For today's lunch, there will be cheesesteak hoagies, vegetarian beans, fresh fruit, and your choice of milk. Trojan TV Sports
is up next.
Sweet.
Good morning, California.
Welcome to Trojan TV Sports. I'm Don Fuller.
And I'm Connor Brown. For local sports, the Trojans take on Sierra Catholic on Friday. This is Game 0 for the Trojans. Also a home opener for the season, so make sure to show support. Be there. The girls' soccer team plays this Saturday against South Allegheny.
And now for national sports. The Steelers take on the Detroit Lions today. On Saturday at 1 p.m. And the Pirates take on the Texas Rangers in their last game of the series.
That's all for Trojan TV Sports.
Now back to the news table.
Thanks, guys.
And now for the birthday calendar. Happy birthday, Sarah Frederick, and anyone else celebrating a birthday.
And now for your fortune of the day. Your mentality is alert, practical, and analytical. And here's your joke of the day. What do you call a boomerang that won't come back?
What?
A stick.
Have a great day, California.
And here's why we are switching to Mindful Campus.
Bear with me, everybody. I'm going to start off today on a little bit of a heavy note, but I promise things will lighten up. The dots on this screen represent an adult life in months assuming a life expectancy of 90. So if you're 18 years old right now, this is an optimistic estimate of the months that you have left. Take a second to take that in. Probably not as many as you would expect. And I'm sorry to say that it does get worse, because about a third of that time is going to be spent sleeping. On average, 126 of those months will go to school and your career. About 18 will be spent driving, 36 cooking and eating, 36 doing chores and errands, and about 27 in the bathroom and taking care of personal hygiene. So that leaves you with 334 months, optimistically, for everything else. So this is where you tick the boxes on your bucket list. This is where you pursue your passions and travel the world and leave your mark. How you spend this time is going to determine the quality of your life. But this time isn't just something that you spend, it's also something that you invest. Because what you do with it will quite literally determine the kind of person you become. The body, mind, and character that you will have in the future are being actively shaped by how you choose to use your time today.
Building your online business? Go to Wix.com and set up your store on a single integrated platform. Add products. Showcase them dynamically.
So take a second and ask yourself, what do you want to do with that free time? What things do you want to do that you haven't done? Who do you want to spend that time with? What is worth investing it in? Now, I would be willing to bet that scrolling through TikTok, binge watching Netflix, and playing video games probably did not come to mind. But today, the average 18-year-old in the United States is on pace to spend 93% of their remaining free time looking at a screen. That is not counting time for school. So wrap your head around how sad that is. Imagine getting to the age of 90, seeing this visualization of how you spent all your time after the age of 18, and thinking about all the things you could have done that you did not do because you got distracted. And I also want you to ask yourself, what do you think over 26 years of screen time would do to you? What is that an investment in? How would it change you? It's well established that there's a link between high screen time and mental health issues such as depression and anxiety. But recently, we've started to unveil the cognitive consequences of excessive tech use as well. When we're staring at our screens, we are constantly switching our attention between different pieces of information. The average TikTok is about 15 seconds long, and over 55% of web pages are viewed for 15 seconds or less. And if you're switching your attention every 15 seconds for an average of 8 hours and 39 minutes a day, you are training yourself to become chronically distracted. Think about what that will do to your career, to your relationships, and to your ability to pursue the things that matter most to you. Unfortunately, the consequences of screen time are not limited to our mental health and our cognition, because every social media platform carries a message that affects what we believe. They influence the way we see ourselves and the way we see the world purely based on how they are designed. Instagram inherently says that your worth is largely defined by what you look like and what you do on vacations. It compels you to capture all the most meaningful moments of your life on camera and share them with your entire social network. And it implicitly says that it's more valuable to have 1,000 people that will give you transient social approval than a few that deeply care about you, even when it's not your best day. Snapchat inherently says that the quality of our relationships is best measured by the frequency of our communication, regardless of what we're actually saying. You get a point added to your Snapchat streak, even if you just send a picture of the side of your face with the caption streaks. Twitter says that anything worth saying can and should be reduced to an arbitrary number of characters. It says that the world is black and white, that it's more important to be updated about everything than deeply informed about anything. And when you start to compare the messages these platforms are sending with those of technologies from the past, you begin to get a sense of what we might be losing. Because the inherent structure of a book says that the world is complex and it takes time to understand. It compels us